What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back once again. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be talking about another idea that, of course, has been going around the fandom for this next Spider-Man game, the Spider-Man PS4 sequel of the game, Spider-Man 2, whichever one you prefer, Marvel Spider-Man. The main thing that we know is going to happen is, of course, Spider-Man, aka Peter and Miles. They're going to be more than likely in the game. Hopefully, get to play as both of them, like I stated in another video. But the main reason why I'm saying this is Spider-Man, Peter and Miles versus Venom. This is, I think, the most anticipated thing that I think fans for this game and this franchise is anticipating for the very next game. Again, it's obvious, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of an idea I have. What if Insomniac / Sony does this correctly, where we have Harry has the suit, okay? Peter does everything he can to try to get the suit away from Harry. To basically, okay, Harry, this ain't you, da 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 da. Something happens, Peter gets the suit. Peter has basically Miles has to, help Peter fight Venom, aka Harry, at different points of the game. Possibly somehow Peter gets the suit, gets the black suit. Maybe his personality changes, and maybe Miles has to fight Peter at some point and be like, "Hey man, we have to get you somewhere." And then hopefully, again, if they do this correctly, and I hope to God they do this, if they do this correctly, they can actually get Eddie Brock in here to where, if again they do it correctly, what if they have that significant scene where Miles tells Peter, let's go to the church, again, the church that we kept seeing in Spider-Man PS4 and also in Spider-Man Miles Morales, where he was talking to the Tinkerer and he was saying goodbye to his long life friend. What if he tells him, let's go to this church to try to get off of you? If it's noise, this may be the best thing. This may work, because of how loud it gets at this certain time. It works. Eddie Brock's there. Again, he becomes Venom. The very last part of the game, you have to fight Eddie Brock, aka Venom, or maybe the sequel afterwards, or maybe that's how it ends, or something like that. I personally would love to see that. I think it'd be better if we saw possibly Miles and Peter versus Harry and Eddie. If they both have the symbiotes, like maybe Harry is not too formal with the symbiote like Eddie would be, but this also gives a huge opening for Eddie Brock within the game, because there's so much room in the game to bring Eddie Brock in this, as well as Venom, the Venom that we know. I'm not a big fan of Harry having Venom. I'm not. I think it's a very interesting way to bring Venom into the franchise, but at the same time, I think Venom needs to be very interesting, like he was in, I want to say, the animated show, of course. Also in the other animated show that we got to see, of course, where Venom was attached onto Eddie Brock at one point. He was attached to Flash. He was attached to Harry. So there are different characters that he can go on to. Now, personally, I'd love to see him go from Harry to Eddie. Don't know how. Again, that's just only a theory of what possibly could happen. If it does, great. If not, we're going to have to see what happens. We possibly got another, I want to say, 2 years in the making of this franchise. I don't know exactly when this game could drop. I'm predicting 22. And the reason why I'm saying 2022 is because it gives the PS5 enough time to be out. It gives Insomniac and Sony enough time to handle all the bugs that we did have with Spider-Man Miles Morales. I did. I don't know if you guys did. There was a few, very not many for mine. I'm very happy there wasn't, but there are bugs in that game, no matter what anybody may say. So honestly, I'd love to see it be on PS5 and PS4. Hopefully, I'll own a PS5 by the time it does drop. But again, this is just only theory. Would you guys like to see something like that? How do you think Venom is going to be introduced into the franchise? Do you think that they're going to be fighting him as Harry or as Eddie? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. And as always, guys, I'll see you down in the next video, as well in the comment section down below.